The WNBA Finals have been a roller coaster of emotions, showcasing moments of brilliance alongside crushing disappointments. From Napheesa Collier's Game 1 heroics that completed a 15-point comeback to Sabrina Ionescu's electrifying buzzer beater in Game 3, the series has been filled with unforgettable highlights. However, Game 5, held on Sunday night, will be remembered for its messy, error-riddled play that contrasted sharply with the previous games. Yet, despite all the chaos, the New York Liberty walked away victorious, clinching their first-ever WNBA championship after 28 years of near misses. In a game marred by missed free throws, low shooting percentages, questionable officiating, and broken plays, the Liberty managed to pull through with a 67-62 overtime win over the Minnesota Lynx. The aesthetics of the game might have been far from what any coach would want to showcase, but the final score was all that mattered for New York, as they celebrated their long-awaited title victory. For the Minnesota Lynx, however, the ending was anything but sweet. Instead, it ended with head coach Cheryl Reeve venting her frustrations, most notably about the officiating, which she felt played a major role in the outcome. "All the headlines will say, Reeve cries foul. Bring it on," Reeve said in a post-game press conference. "Because this game was stolen from us." Reeve's complaints centered around several aspects of the game, particularly the glaring disparity in free throws between the two teams. The Liberty shot 25 free throws compared to just 8 for the Lynx, a difference that Reeve found deeply troubling. Additionally, she took issue with how the referees handled star player Napheesa Collier, feeling that she didn't receive the same treatment as other stars like Breanna Stewart. "It's not that hard to be consistent," Reeve continued. "If you're not going to call it on one end, don't call it on the other." The most controversial moment came in the final 5 seconds of regulation, when Breanna Stewart drove to the basket and was met by Alana Smith, who appeared to position herself to take a charge. A foul was called on Smith, a decision Minnesota challenged. After a lengthy review, the referees upheld the call, sending Stewart to the line, where she calmly sank 2 free throws that tied the game. Reeve was adamant that the call should have been reversed and argued that it was a deciding factor in the game. For the Liberty, despite a poor shooting performance, the team found other ways to contribute. Both teams shot abysmally from the field, 33.8% overall, and even worse from beyond the arc, hitting just 11.9% of three-point attempts. This was a far cry from the hot shooting seen earlier in the series, with both teams' averages plummeting in the crucial Game 5. Minnesota, for instance, typically shoots 47.1% from the field but could only muster 37.6% on Sunday. Minnesota's offense largely rested on the shoulders of Collier and Kayla McBride, who scored 22 and 21 points, respectively. The rest of the starting lineup combined for just 13 points. Courtney Williams, who had been a reliable scorer throughout the series, struggled mightily, finishing with only 4 points on 2 of 14 shooting. The Liberty's stars also had their share of struggles. Sabrina Ionescu had one of the worst shooting nights of her career, making just one of her 19 shot attempts, including 1 of 10 from three-point range. Her only basket came late in the fourth quarter with 3:10 left. Stewart, typically reliable, wasn't much better, managing just 13 points on 4 of 15 shooting. Her struggles at the free throw line also mirrored her Game 1 performance, missing 2 crucial shots late in regulation, though she redeemed herself by making 2 after the failed Minnesota challenge. Despite her shooting troubles, Stewart contributed in other areas, recording 15 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. "I came into this game knowing that if my shot wasn't falling, I had to find other ways to impact the game," Stewart said afterward. "I couldn't let a bad shooting night affect my overall performance." While Stewart and Ionescu struggled, Jonquel Jones emerged as the finals MVP, scoring 17 points and carrying the Liberty's offense. However, it was Nyara Sabally who stepped up when it mattered most. Coming off the bench, Sabally delivered 13 points and 7 rebounds, providing much-needed energy in a game defined by defensive pressure and low shooting percentages. Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello had prepared Sabally for extended minutes during halftime, and the young forward rose to the occasion in the biggest game of her career. "She's got that X factor," Brondello said of Sabally. "In the biggest moment, she played her best. That says a lot about her future in this league."